get to the point. Get to the point is looking at main idea. Like I said before, the details kind of got lost into the details because what happens when you everybody's favorite is where we're going to start. We're going to start with data. You should have picked up a sheet here that shows skill, main idea, plot, and purpose, and 2 pages of Wilkinson scores. What I did is I just went ahead and pulled a full drill down report on Wilkinson. And if you take a look at this, what really matters to us, at least it would have mattered up until 2 days ago, is the fact that Wilkinson's very low. If you take a look at the third test results, in both cases, plot and purpose is our lowest area. Okay? It's okay. So plot and purpose. If you take a look at this sheet here, plot and purpose, according to ThinkLink, is a little confusing. And if you've never, ever looked at this,
sure, it's just one.
you should be able to stack them.
Mike's awesome.
Thank you. They were stacked for us. Best laid plans of mice and men. Think you got that? ThinkLink is a little confusing, and now that I'm training you guys very, very well on ThinkLink, this is the absolute last pieces of data that we will have from ThinkLink. ThinkLink is too expensive. The county is dropping it. We have a new testing company called FAIR that will only test level 1s and 2s. This is being provided by the state, therefore it's free. ThinkLink costs a fortune, so we are dropping ThinkLink. At least the reading portion I haven't heard on the map, obviously. But the reading portion of ThinkLink, this is our last data that we will pull from it. Next year, I will only be able to give you data on our low and our 1s and 2s. So we won't be able to pull data on our 3, 4s, and 5s. If you take a look at ThinkLink, when you just first look at main idea, plot, and purpose, for most cases in social studies, if I were you, I mean, I'm a social studies teacher, I'll take a look at plot, purpose, and toss that puppy out the window. Because as a social studies teacher, you don't teach plot, purpose. There's no reason to teach plot and purpose. That's something that they do in literature. Maybe the reading teacher who pull plot and purpose, but as social studies, you wouldn't. Unless you take a look at the sub-skills. Okay, well obviously main idea is listed in the sub-skill. So when you're looking at the sub-skill sheet, then you take a look at relevance. This is details and facts. That's where social studies really gets in. So we still have main idea is a very top area for social studies. What's the big picture? What are they trying to tell us? And then the details of what they're trying to tell you. Organizational pattern. Well, not really so much for social studies, organizational pattern, unless you take a look at the fact that these kids cannot read a textbook if you held a gun to their heads. Our 1, 2s, and 3s have no clue how a textbook is organized. They don't understand, and I'm telling you this from doing fluency testing. These kids will skip over bold headlines just like that. And when I ask them after the test, why didn't you read that section there, that bold section? We're supposed to read stuff in bold? Parentheses! Do you know what parentheses mean? Literally? Don't read this. If it's in parentheses, it means not necessary. They skip it. So that's, again, organizational patterns. Author's purpose. Author's purpose plays in social studies when you're looking at primary source documents. I have newspaper articles that I've given to you that were listed as opinion. The author's purpose is to persuade.
Wouldn't it also apply when you're looking at like media stuff? We've just looked at the picture that Paul Revere did on the Boston Massacre, and how his point of propaganda.
And definitely, and our kids honestly believe that if it's in print, if it's on the internet, it's true. Obviously.
I hope I'm dispelling that myth, because I say that just about every day.
Yeah, if it's on the internet or if it's in print, it's true. And our kids really need to know the difference between the fact that there are people out there who are trying to persuade you with their opinion The literary elements, that one I was struggling to come up with anything really for you guys, unless you guys are doing novels, historical novels and stuff like that. But here's the data. This is how I came up with the fact that today I am concentrating on main idea. Let's hope this works.
Just talk to her and see if we can take
This is the site that Tracy Upton sent me with a educator account, and I'm still waiting on an educator's account. With an educator account, you can make unlimited long videos. With a free account, you can make unlimited 30-second videos.
To me, this is the most confusing of the John Cannon concepts. It really is. To this teacher, it's confusing.
What's this? What's this? There's something going wrong. What's this? There's people singing songs. What's this? The streets are lined with little people standing. Everybody seems so happy. How am I to be on that? What is this? What is this?
So what can you see that I'm automatically picking up from the Joan Cannon? Just from that little clip, you know nothing about Joan Cannon, most of you. Those who know, hush. This little clip, what do you think that we're trying to pull? What? And?
This. What is it?
What was the other thing that was up there all the time? What was the other phrase? By the way, it's kind of nice to see somebody knows the song. Do you have the whole?
I actually choreographed a routine to that for gymnastics this summer,
Really?
so I listen to it an awful lot. I work with 12-year-olds.
What's your routine?
I can't believe my eyes. I must be dreaming. Wake up, Jack. This isn't fair. What's this? What's this? What's this? There's something very wrong. What's this? There's people singing songs. What's this? The streets are lined with little preachers standing. Everybody seems so happy. How am I to be on that? What is this? What's this?
The whole Joan Cannon concept for main idea is what and what about the what. That's it. When you're trying to teach main idea, it can get really, really confusing to our kids. And the Joan Cannon material, and by the way, I stole this from Joan Cannon from Middleburg High School. She has written a book that includes main idea, details, and everything that you need to teach FCAT. And she says that when you start talking to kids about thesis, topic subject, theme, they just blank out. And I'm sure you've seen it. You tell the kids, okay, so what's the theme? And they go. And it's not that they don't know what they just read, it's they have no idea the term. And when you tell them, what's a thesis? I want you to write a thesis statement for me. They don't know the term. So if you break it down to basically all it is what and what about the what. That's it. In case you want to write it down, the company name that I made my video on, all you need is animoto.com.